6 hours of conference today.
Spread out
Throughout the day in 2-hour blocks. Hey guys, what is up? We're gonna apologize right now because we really don't have an adventure planned for today, and you know what? That's okay. Sometimes you have to relax. Today is not so much a relaxing day as it will be a spiritually refreshing day. As you guys know, we're Mormons, LDS, members of the Church of Latter-day Saints.
of Jesus Christ.
The Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. I always call it the LDS. We're Mormon. Whatever. Call it what you want. Well, so this weekend we have what is called General Conference, where we hear from members and leaders of the church about all different types of topics. Super, super excited about what we could hear. I don't know about you.
I am, actually. I have some thoughts that are weighing on my heart, thoughts and things that I've been thinking about, so I'm kind of excited to hear what they may have to say about those.
Yeah.
things.
I think leading up to conference, it happens twice every year. It happens first weekend of April and the first weekend of October. By the way, October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. I got to make sure we shout that out because many of you guys know that I lost my mother. It's hard to believe it has been 12 years.
Wow, really?
Yes.
Wow.
It's been 12 years since my mom passed away from breast cancer.
She had a long battle.
She did. We'll cover that. We'll cover that at a different time. I think that is something that deserves its own time.
Yes.
So we'll have to talk about that a little later. Not right now.
Yeah.
I can't handle that right now.
I think you have to be mentally prepared to talk about it because you've got such personal experiences.
Yeah, and it was such a long experience on a lot of people.
Yes.
But you know what? We're gonna go ahead and get this day going. It's gonna be awesome, no matter what. You always got to remember to look at the positive of things. Quit worrying about the negatives. Like those two guys that just ran the red light.
It was funny.
Apparently,
they're in a hurry.
Apparently, red lights don't matter.
Like that.
But sunscreen sunscreen matters. You know what? We are recovering from our sunburn, so forgive us if we look a little ashy or flaky
flaky everywhere.
Yeah, but that was a lot of fun.
It is.
Yeah, we're gonna have to make sure that one stays on the calendar. We'll go back next year.
I would love to.
Yeah.
With sunscreen.
Yes, and as a matter of fact, we are headed to the grocery store. We are getting this day going early. I already started it. I went for a bike ride, just a little over 3 miles. Set a pretty decent pace. I was only out for
15 to 20 minutes.
15 to 20 minutes. It was a great ride. Really, really refreshing to start the day that way. And now we are headed out to get the grocery shopping done. Normally
so that your wife can magically cook dinners for you when you get home.
I wouldn't necessarily call that magic. There's a lot of times when I get home and it doesn't look like that was part of a magic show.
Yeah, but who magically cleans up the kitchen?
Apparently you do.
Who magically washes the clothes?
Apparently you do.
Who puts away my clothes?
Nobody. They sit on the dresser.
Your clothes.
My clothes sit on the dresser. Some of them get hung up.
And who hangs those up?
Apparently you do.
I still love you.
I have been lying to myself, thinking that all the time throughout our marriage that all of this stuff was just magic.
No.
And it's not magic.
Your wife is magic.
Magically delicious. TMI? Maybe.
Yeah, maybe you blushed a little.
But you know what, guys? After almost 20 years of marriage, keep it spicy! That's right, keep it spicy. Like that guy's Nova. Sweet. Anyway.
Every day is a car show.
It should be. Every day should be a car show.
You see lots of cars every day.
I like cars.
I like you.
I like you too. Anyway, 20 years of marriage, you got to keep this stuff spicy. Open the door for them. Don't be afraid. Who cares if other people laugh at you for opening the door for your spouse?
I've never seen anybody laugh at us.
They might look at us weird. I still
Not
open the.
very many people do that for their spouse.
I still open the car door for you.
You do it. Thank you.
Remember the other day we were out and some lady stopped us and said, "Oh my God, that was so awesome!
Yeah.
Oh, I wish my husband would do that."
She was an older lady, older than us, wasn't she? Or do I still think of myself as really young, even though I may not be really young?
Typically, when you refer to somebody as elderly, they are old.
I know, but she looked like she was older than our age. But then sometimes I'm thinking, I don't know, sometimes it's hard to believe I'm in my 30s pushing 40.
It's okay.
Sometimes I'm like, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm right behind you.
I know. At least you didn't lose a year like I did that one year.
Nope.
That was sad.
What's really sad is most of the time I have to get the calculator out and remember how old I am.
I haven't done that. I just lost a whole entire
Does that
year.
mean I'm getting old?
No, because I'm not going to make fun of you on that, because there's things I have to do to remember things.
It doesn't make me old. It just
You have a
it just
lot
means
going
that I have
on.
so much more going on in my head.
That's right.
Okay, we'll go with that.
That sounds really good.
Okay, well, let's go grocery shopping.
Okay. Just go for it. Near, far. Making fun of you. Near, far.
Oh, that was an incredible General Conference, at least just for one day. We had 6 hours of conference today.
Spread out
Throughout the day in 2-hour blocks. Absolutely incredible counsel that we received. I can't wait until they actually publish the talks so I can go back and study some things. I took some notes, copious notes.
I didn't. It's all in my head. That's why I like the magazine, because then I can read it back later.
Yeah, I mean, I like the magazine, but I prefer I really like the app, the LDS Church's app, so you can go back and download them, mm-hmm. and then you can read them and highlight them in there, and you can take notes in there also. Did you know that?
No, I just take notes in my journal. If something really profound hits me,
I take notes in my journal too, but I take notes in the app. So as I'm reading throughout the day, I take notes there, and then I can go back and look at them again.
I don't think I'm as technical as you are.
I don't always carry my journal with me.
No, I don't either, but...
You got to be ready to receive inspiration at any given time.
I have my notebook that I put down my to-do lists on, so if I receive something right then and there, I can write it down on that.
Oh. I always have my phone with me.
Or I can pick.
Mental picture?
Yeah, from Friends. Click. Don't remember that episode?
I do.
Phoebe's boyfriend? That none
But
of them liked?
mine doesn't work like that anymore.
Click.
I mean, it's still good at remembering things, but I would much rather write it down so I can have a record of it and go back and look at it later.
But yeah, that's why I write it in my journal.
Yeah. I mean, I've gone back to notes that I took 10 years ago.
Wow.
And looked at them and read them. And even learned more. I've learned more going back and looking at what I took notes on 5-10 years ago and seeing what was said then to what has played out and what has come to fruition.
10 years from now, I can look back at my journal and do the same thing you're doing right now.
Did you take notes back then?
Probably not.
I did only on the things that I thought were important, but I wish that I would have taken better notes throughout.
We learn and grow.
I know. We grow.
Whatever.
Anyway.
Your heart grows.
And our minds grow as well.
Yes.
So, what was it? Guys, sorry if this is boring to you, but this is really important to us. Like we had talked about earlier, this only happens twice a year. In April and October, we have what's called General Conference, where we receive counsel from leaders throughout the
church,
the LDS church. And well, this is that weekend, and so it may be kind of boring to you, but it's very spiritually nourishing to us. And apparently the cat's got something to say.
Oh, here she comes. Maybe if she's not gonna make it. She's getting old.
Onto the couch. She's not gonna make it onto the couch. She's
like,
peeking at us.
Like, watch me. See?
There she is.
Come on.
Anyway, so as I was saying, very spiritually nourishing, and you're hogging the shot.
She doesn't say hi. Say hi. You can give him the Stafford look.
What stuck out to you, Kat? You were asleep the whole time, weren't you? Okay, well, so let me ask you this. What of the 6 hours, and I know you don't, I know that typically you don't watch priesthood session like I think you listened to this time. I think you normally go back and read what was said, but you paid attention to what I was watching this time. Was it different than reading it?
I don't know. I mean, I'm sure I'll probably read stuff later and be like, oh, but I really liked how they talked about the home teaching for you. And
I felt really convicted on that one.
And how we need to be there for our fellow church members, be there for them.
Right. And I think speaking even more broadly than that, just being there for anybody you see in need.
Yeah.
I think that's what the broader message was to be involved with the people around you. Know them, love them, and care for them.
Yeah.
All right. So, what really stood out to you? What?
Two things. They talked a lot about the scriptures and about Jesus Christ and learning about him and everything, which I feel like is something I want to do more of. And then the story of the prodigal son.
I guess just everything that's happened over the last few years with our son, and just wanting him to be happy and to be in the church. And
Yeah, I've often thought about the story of the prodigal son, and I sometimes feel like the father in that story, that you have to at some point let go and say they have to make their own decisions.
Yeah.
They will be awakened as time goes on.
yeah,
And you have to be there and be ready
when that happens.
Yeah. And we've talked about this before, that it's nice to see Daniel happy again. It seemed like there was a while where he wasn't happy with anything around him. And I don't even think he was happy with himself.
Yeah.
The cat is bathing herself and shaking everything.
Yeah. Well, and I still think he has a road to go.
Yeah.
Even though he's there, but so.
Yeah. So for me, I gotta get my notes.
Your copious notes.
Yeah. There was one. Wow, I totally skipped it. How in the heck did I do that?
That would drive me crazy. Skipping a total page
I
there.
totally skipped pages. I'll go back and doodle on those pages.
It would still drive me nuts, though, being that that's
I will put.
today's
I know. I
session,
will.
and
I will.
like
It's
an OCD thing.
space to go back and put down thoughts as I'm studying my notes.
But for me, it's like an OCD thing. It's like, oh man,
Yeah, I know.
it's gonna bother me. I will think about that 10 years from now when I go through my journal.
Okay, so they came out with like some heavy hitters this time. They started conference with President Uchtdorf, and then Hales came right out of the gate. And I think those two, actually, there were three that really stuck out to me, and that was the one by Elder Cornish, where the theme of the talk was, am I good enough?
Oh, I think about that all the time.
Right. Especially with dealing with the depression at times, is extremely overwhelming. And I know that I see it take a toll on you sometimes, because you want a comfort. I think that's just your intrinsic value, is to want to comfort when you see somebody going through something.
Yeah, but I feel like I've gone through some of it too, and so I get it. I understand a little bit more.
That, at times you have to give some distance and just let them go through it. But that one really stuck out to me when he talked about, am I good enough? And the answer was a resounding yes. That to stop comparing yourselves to others. It's easy to become discouraged, and ultimately the only opinion that matters is the Lord's.
But that's hard.
Yeah, it is.
To say, here you go. It's all in your hands.
Yeah, but I think the more you try and let go of things, the easier it gets sometimes.
Some days
Like,
are better than
it's
others.
been a year since your whole the lump in your breast thing. It's been a year, and that was really trying to give it up and say, it's out of my control, I have to give that to somebody else, and I choose to give it to the Lord to help comfort me and guide me when I feel like my spirit is downtrodden and I need to be lifted.
Yeah.
It's hard, but I think the more that you do it, the easier it is. It's like exercising. It really is.
The more you do it, the better.
The more you do it, the easier things get.
Yeah.
It's like I went on my bike ride this morning and I just took off, just blazing down the road. And I had already reached what I had planned to be the halfway point, and the little thing comes over my ears and says what my time was and my overall speed and stuff like that. And it felt like I had just started. It seemed so much easier. It seems easier each time I go out and ride.
Well, it was really fast because I fed the cat, did a thing or two around the house, and you were home, and I'm like...
But my ride was short. It was like just a little over 3 miles.
It was short. I wasn't expecting it to be that short.
It was a good bike ride.
I'm glad you had a good one.
It was good. And I had a good workout today. Overall, it was a really good day.
It was. Dinner was good, too.
It was. I'm not a big soup guy, but it was good.
I'm going to make some adjustments for next time.
Yeah, it needs to be a little thicker. More meat. Definitely more meat.
I won't put it... I didn't even put all the chicken broth in it that it asked for, but I'll still put less in it, though.
Yeah.
So, like Daniel said, the recipe is only a suggestion.
It is. Well, guys, sorry that today may have been a little boring, but this is us. This is our life. This is what we do. You know, it's only 2 times a year that you'll have to put up with this. But we're glad that you have made it this far in listening to our ramblings and musings, or whatever you want to call them.
And the cat.
And the cat. Sorry there wasn't an adventure today, but we really couldn't fit it in. I actually had to squeeze in the bike ride and the workout, and we had to do grocery shopping this morning. And
laundry. Because we didn't get to do it yesterday.
Right. But that's okay.
It's done.
It's done.
Yay.
But, you know...
Until next week.
Sorry that there was no adventure. We're gonna do something next week. We're gonna have to figure out what it is, but it's gonna be fun no matter what. We will take you guys with us, and we just want to share our lives with you because we want you to feel like you're a part of us. And, you know, that won't happen. You're not going to feel like you're a part of our family unless we are open and honest with you. And that's what this is all about, is just us being completely open and honest with you guys about things, what's important in our lives. And this is really important to us. We are glad that we've had the opportunity to share these things with you. But most importantly, we love and care for each one of you guys. It is so awesome to be able to call you guys friends and family as well. That's all we've got for this week. Until next time,
see ya.
Thanks and God bless.